बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। डियर स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ क्लास सेकेंड ईयर, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे एलिमिनेशन रिएक्शंस। व्हाट आर एलिमिनेशन रिएक्शंस? These are the reactions in which two groups are eliminated from adjacent carbons. And what is mean by adjacent carbon? Those carbons like carbon number 1 and 2, carbon number 2 and 3, carbon number 3rd and 4th, carbon number 5th, 6th. These are called uh, adjacent carbon atoms. And if we remove or if we eliminate two groups, means one group from one carbon and the other group from the second carbon, then this process is called elimination reaction. During this process, a double bond is created. So such kind of reactions are used to prepare an alkene from different kind of organic molecules. For example, alkyl halides, alcohols, and 1,2-dihalo or vicinal dihalides can be used to prepare alkenes by the process of elimination. It is also called beta elimination. Why this is called beta elimination? This is because if a beta hydrogen is present in a molecule along with a leaving group, then this beta hydrogen is also eliminated and a double bond is produced. That is why it is called a beta elimination. For example, we have a compound like this. This is a hydrogen, and for example, this is bromine, while this is 1-bromopropane. If we react this one with potassium hydroxide and alcohol, then the hydrogen, which is called beta hydrogen, this is a beta hydrogen, and the bromine or bromide, these will be eliminated. We will get potassium bromide along with water, and the main product will be CH3CH double bond CH2, that will be our propene. So we can see that bromine is eliminated from this carbon while hydrogen is eliminated from the adjacent carbon, and a double bond has been created. This kind of process is called beta elimination. Similarly, it is called 1,2 elimination. The other name of this reaction is called 1,2 elimination, because if we count, this is our carbon number 1, this is our carbon number 2, and this is our carbon number 3. The bromine is present on carbon number 1 while hydrogen is present on second carbon. Since the groups are eliminated from first and second carbon, therefore it is also called 1,2 elimination. But this is not limited to 1,2 elimination. It may also be 3,4 elimination, 2,3 elimination, etc. Types. There are two types of eliminations. One is called E1 and the other is called E2. One is called E1 mechanism or E1 elimination, and the other is called E2 mechanism. Now we discuss both type of these mechanisms. One is called E1 and the other is called E2 mechanism. These are just like the SN1 and SN2 mechanisms. First, E1 mechanism. It is a kind of mechanism which is called unimolecular. This is a unimolecular mechanism. It means that there will be only one molecule that is involved in the slow step or rate determining step. It is a two-step mechanism. The E1 mechanism is a two-step mechanism. The first step is slower, in which the halide ion, for example, halide ion leave the molecule and a carbocation is produced. In this kind of mechanism, the halide ion leave the molecule and a carbocation is generated. The second step is faster. This is faster. The base takes away a proton from adjacent carbon. Adjacent carbon is the one which is, for example, carbon number 2. So in the second step, the base takes away a proton from the next carbon, and as a result an alkene is produced. E.g., for example, that we have a compound like this, for example CH3, CH, CBr and CH3, CH3. Let's suppose we have a tertiary alkyl halide. This is a tertiary alkyl halide. The tertiary alkyl halide is one in which the halogen atom is attached on a tertiary carbon, while a tertiary carbon is the carbon which is attached with three different carbon atoms. So the first step will be slow step, and we will get this kind of compound CH, H, C positive, CH3 and CH3. This is called a tertiary carbocation, while a bromide ion has left the molecule. This bromine has taken away these electrons along with it, so it has left the molecule as bromide ion, while this carbon has become positive because both the electrons are taken away by the bromine. So it is a kind of carbocation. In the next step, one of the hydrogen will be taken away by the base. There will be the involvement of a base in such kind of reactions. For example, we have a base like hydroxide base. This will take away this proton, and the electrons of CH bond will move towards the carbon positive. As a result, we will get a compound that will be CH3, C double bond, CH3, and another one is CH3, and here is a molecule, an atom of hydrogen. So we have got an alkene. There is the removal of water, means this hydroxide will take away this proton in the form of water molecule. So this water molecule will be released, will be separated, and the final product will be an alkene. This was all about the E1 mechanism. Now we discuss the E2 mechanism. What is meant by E2 mechanism? This is a kind of mechanism which involves two molecules. E2 mechanism, this is a bimolecular. It means that there are two molecules which are involved in the rate determining step. It is a single step mechanism. There is only one step, and that step is a slower one. The base takes away a proton, and the leaving group, that is a halide ion, leaves the molecule simultaneously, means at one time, at the same time. Here we will see that the base is taking a proton from the molecule, and at the same time the leaving group is leaving the molecule, and this whole process will be completed in a single step. There will be an intermediate state where 50% bonds will be made or formed and 50% bonds will be broken. 50% bonds will be in the stage of formation and 50% bonds will be in the stage of breaking, and as a result we will get an alkene as well as other products. For example, we have a molecule like this one, CH3 CBr. For example, we write here CH2 and this is Br. This one is a beta hydrogen. For example, this is a beta hydrogen. These three are beta hydrogens, and one of these hydrogens will be taken away by the base. Let's suppose we have a base like hydroxide ion. During this process, the hydroxide will take away this hydrogen. The bonded electrons of CH bond will move towards the CC bond, and the CBr electrons will be taken away by the bromide. We will have a stage where there will be the formation of HOH bond. There is 50% breakage of CH bond. There is the formation of a double bond or pi bond, that is 50% between carbon-carbon. Similarly, there is breakage of C and Br bond. This bond is in the process of formation. This bond is in the process of breaking. This is at the stage of formation and this is at the stage of breaking. And if this process is further, if it takes place further, then the products will be number one H2O, which is coming from here, and number two CH2 double bond CH2, that is ethylene or ethene molecule, and similarly there will be the release of a bromide ion. This will be the final stage of this reaction. You can see that in the slow step, this one is a slow step, and the whole step is a slow one. The base is taking the proton. The electrons of CH bond are going towards the CC bond, and the CBr electrons are taken away by the bromide ion. There is a state which is an intermediate. This is also called transition state. In this state, the bonds are, some bonds are in the process of are in the stage of formation, while others are in the stage of breaking. And when this process completes, we get H2O from these two, we get ethylene molecule from this one and a bromide ion which has been released. I hope you have understand the mechanism of E1 reactions and E2 reactions. Thank you very much for watching this video.